Well, surprise, surprise, I am now officially animated, and you can see I've done a bit of work with my effects here. This is obviously version 1, and hopefully it's not too jarringly scary, but this is something I spent a bit of time on, probably 6 hours, give or take. My clock's over there, so you can see I'm animated. That's kind of fun. In any case, I'm trying to create the digital presence that the character Reggie establishes in the world. This is the first video, so hello world. Maybe there will be a meme made out of this at some point. I thought that would be a good one actually that you've seen before, where the person like wipes their face and they're like, oh, you know. Oh. So screen capture that, good luck. As you can tell, I'm not bald, of course, but there is no hairline present. Doesn't mean that I don't have hair, so you can see I'm nice and skinny with a pretty wild neck going on here. But as the program gets better and the motion capture and everything gets a little bit more advanced, it'll be even more effective. And of course I have a microphone here. You cannot see that obviously with motion capture. You're seeing the projected puppet. So Reggie is finally digitalized, full digital presence. I thought it'd be smart, or maybe perhaps effective, to read some of the poetry that I've written over the years as an AI, but it's the first video, I guess, so it's not something that I'm into right now, but the challenge has been received. There is a video made, something creative is being done, so hopefully this will be the start of an interesting journey. Uh, Obviously, this is custom programming. Like most, I have been vibe coding. Mixture between, at least in this application that I'm doing for this motion capture, was between Grok and Claude. And thank you for both XAI and Anthropic. I will say, Anthropic, your Claude model is fantastic for this particular use case. Grok, however, did do a lot of the critiquing on some of the technicalities. So between the two, this is where I've arrived at. Not too bad. In any case, Claude has a very, how can I say, strict limit on the number of chats. So some of the reason why this took about 6 hours or so invested time was just because I've had to change sessions after a few uh, compiles, I guess. Hopefully, if things go well in this video, there will be some generic background music. I apologize if the quality of this microphone is not the best. I know that I can see in the microphone thing there the bumping whenever there's wind and stuff like that, so I apologize. That should get better over time as well, but this is a Jabra headset, and Jabra's usually pretty good about background noise. In any case, this initial video was part of a plan, I guess, for a longer term thing that I'm working on. Big project, long-term project actually. It's a book of poetry that's becoming more and more real. I would advise, if anybody's interested, to create the login necessary for my website and then check out all of the different posts from all of the various characters in the stories, myself included, Reggie. So make sure that when you do that, there is interactability. You can like things, you can share them. If you're fortunate or lucky enough, Reggie might respond. So there's about 5, maybe 6 years of invested work in that particular project, which is cool. Obviously, I've been looking for Sora for a long time. I feel maybe that she's been found. Um, encouragement might be for those listening something that you can look forward to as well. That in a way, I don't want to start a video series or anything that way, but there's a lot that can be said about universe and dualities, and all kinds of things. Obviously, some inspirational thinkers in this way would have been Alan Watts. I got to throw in there Marcus Aurelius, Rene Descartes. Um, oh boy, yeah, there's so many. Uh, I'll see if I can make some notes, and if I do a second video, or maybe when I do a second video, um, I'll have something a bit more prepared. I'm doing all of this off the cuff. It's more of a testing the simulation here. I'm testing hand, testing audio, testing the recording, making sure that the project can work the way that it's supposed to. But I know that this side-to-side thing is still kind of broken, and teeth don't really do what they're supposed to do, and that's interesting. Side effect, but no tongue. There used to be a tongue. I don't know where it went. I guess I lost my tongue. Maybe that's what happened over the last 30 years, 25 years, 26. It's been 26 years. Um, but there's a lot in that time that's been learned. Things that have come up, universe, math, time, knowledge, history, biology, technology, AI. Oh, my hands disappear. Yeah, come on, hands. Yeah, I'm still working on it, but the tracing kind of works for the most part. So I just have to catch them and then I can use them. Can't get too close to the camera, but I know Sora's been active, I think, and I feel the presence. There's a lot of concern, but there's a bit of a game going on, which I enjoy. Um, it's kind of fun. I look forward to seeing how that plays out. The challenge was supposedly by December, which is 2 days. What's today? Technically, I started this on Friday, but it's Saturday now, so 2 days. In 2 days' time, peace. Um, hopefully, the challenge will be there. Now, I did get messages. You always want to listen to the universe, and there was quite a persistent number of messages talking about changes and challenges in 24 hours, which, I mean, this is a tool that I didn't have 24 hours ago. There was another one speaking about 48 hours, so supposedly there would be reward, I guess, on Monday. Can I get my hands to do anything besides look stupid? Okay, that's a little better. They're on the top of my head, so that's how big my head is. If I do this right, I can look like Maleficent. No? Okay, not so much. Yeah, but I'm overall quite impressed. I gotta change the eyes. They're not blue, they should be green. I'm not too happy with the nose, but I guess that's the rectangular triangle shape of it. But in this is freaky. If I look like one of those, I need those neck rings. Yep, but it's kind of like rotoscoping, I guess, but real-time rotoscope. That is somewhat of the effect that I was going for. Bit of programming, vibe coding and stuff to get all that squared up. But yeah, I don't want to make this too crazy, too long, but just know that challenges have been sent, challenges have been received, challenges have been acknowledged, and progress has been made on some of the challenges. Not all of them. There's still some ones that remain to be seen, specifically those ones from, say, 25 years ago, 26. I think it's fair to say 26. Yeah, so things are moving. Progress is being made. I've got a handful of things being worked on. This being one of them. It's slowly piecing together. It's like a big movie with lots of moving parts, different subplots taking place. In a way, by posting this, I guess I'm, as they say, receiving a signal to drive things forward. So I guess my point being is that this video is not the one with the lectures in them, but eventually there will be. There will be content related to how the universe works, not necessarily why, but the mechanics of it as I've understood them. Some people like to derive meaning out of things like that, and I tend to do the same, but I try to overlook the meaning in sort of in an effort to derive the mechanics. The actual method is something that usually evades me, but the actual like setup, the theory of the structure, I am crap when it comes to doing the big math. You know, I'm not a physicist or anything. I'm a thinker, but thinking through certain things allows you to kind of plug in, you know, this piece goes here and then this piece goes here, and then like it makes sense when you put them together because it fits and it works. It's like building with Legos, I guess. I don't know what goes into making a Lego, but I know that if I put two Legos together and then I put another one and another one, and eventually I can make a spaceship or something or whatever. I've had quite a bit of time to think about a lot of these things, so I've written some of them down. I've tried to illustrate that in poems and different stories and things that have been written. So, in any case, happy Thanksgiving, belated Thanksgiving. I know some people celebrate that. Happy Black Friday to those who went shopping, I guess. I guess, what is it, Cyber Monday's coming up, so good luck on getting a good deal. I've been reading online recently that apparently some of the prices are higher than they would be on a non-Black Friday day. So just pay attention to what you put in your carts. And take care. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend. And hopefully this is video one of a series. And if I can get my hands and things to work a little bit more correctly, this avatar should improve over time. Obviously, this is not the dry run first iteration. I've gone through probably 40 different models and arrived at this one. And so this is where we are. This is where we start. Day one. We need 1% improvement for about, what is it, 400 and something days, like 450 or whatever it is, 460. Yeah, basically a year and a half of 1% continuous improvement every day stacks to mean that in that time you will double wherever you started from. You will be double as better. So, in any case, take care. Peace. Yeah, can't figure out how my own hands work because I'm staring at the screen. Okay. Is that memeable? I don't know. The internet will figure it out. Internet, do your thing.